If you're approaching retirement or are already there, you're probably concerned about how inflation can affect your savings and income. The reality is, inflation eats away at your purchasing power, and as you enter retirement, protecting your wealth becomes a top priority. One of the most reliable ways to protect yourself against inflation during retirement is by using bonds. But how exactly can bonds help, and are they the best solution? Stick with me to the end, and I'll show you why bonds, especially those designed for inflation protection, might just be your best move. But before we dive into how bonds work, let me quickly mention that if you're serious about securing your wealth against inflation and want to learn why thousands of Americans are using gold IRAs to do this, click the first link in the description for a free guide. It's something you'll definitely want to check out if you have over $100,000 in your IRA or 401k, or even up to $5 million in savings. Now, let's get into bonds. When you think of bonds, you might picture them as a safer investment, one that offers a steady return. And you're right, bonds can provide predictable income, which is vital when you're in retirement, but there's a catch. Over time, inflation can erode the real value of those bond payments. So, what can you do to keep pace with rising prices? Inflation-protected bonds, like Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, are one of the best ways to ensure your bond investments keep up with inflation. With TIPS, the principal value of the bond adjusts with inflation. So, if inflation rises, so does the value of your bond and the interest payments you receive. It's a way to make sure you're not losing ground when inflation strikes. But bonds aren't the only option. You might be considering other investments like stocks or real estate. While these can offer returns, they come with higher risk, especially in the volatile market conditions we've seen recently. Bonds, on the other hand, offer stability. And when you compare them to a gold IRA, you'll quickly see how gold IRAs offer the best protection against both inflation and market fluctuations. Gold has historically been a hedge against inflation, and when combined with bonds, you get the best of both worlds, stability with growth potential. One reason bonds are so effective in retirement is that they generate income. When you're no longer working, you need a reliable way to supplement your income. Bonds offer that through interest payments. This predictable income can be used to cover living expenses while your other investments grow. Bonds, particularly inflation-protected ones, offer a safe, stable way to ensure your purchasing power doesn't dwindle as prices rise. But here's the thing. Inflation-protected bonds are just one part of a larger strategy to protect your wealth. Gold IRAs offer an excellent complement to bonds by preserving the purchasing power of your wealth. When you look at bonds and gold IRAs side by side, it's clear that combining both can help create a diversified, inflation-resistant portfolio. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to use gold IRAs to protect your wealth against inflation, click the first link in the description. This free guide will walk you through everything you need to know, and if you have $100,000 or more in your IRA or 401k, or even $5 million in savings, this guide will be particularly valuable. To wrap up, if you're serious about protecting your wealth against inflation in retirement, look into incorporating both bonds and gold IRAs into your strategy. Bonds offer stability and consistent income, while gold IRAs can provide that essential hedge against inflation and market instability. Whether you're just getting started or you're looking to make adjustments, these strategies will help safeguard your wealth for the long term. Click the link in the description to grab your free guide on gold IRAs. It's perfect for American retirees who want to ensure their savings are working for them, even as inflation continues to rise.